Michelle, how are you? I'm Rory. It's really nice to meet you.
You too.
Did you find us okay today?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. There was some parking that was pretty easy.
Fantastic. Good. Have you been to counselling before, Michelle?
No, first time.
Oh, okay. If we may just start with the counselling contract.
Yep.
All right. So, have you seen a counselling did you see it in your email?
No, I didn't get a chance to have a look.
Okay, that's right. We'll go through it now. If you have any questions at the end, please say.
Too easy.
So our approach here at the centre is it's a person-centred approach, which basically means that you are the expert of your own life, all right? I don't give advice, but I am here to help and support you, okay, along the way. As far as confidentiality, everything that's said between you and I stays between the two of us. If I need to go and see my supervisor, I will discuss it with you, but I will never give her or give them any of your personal information. All right. Now, the only times where confidentiality can be breached, if you like, is if I feel that you're at harm to yourself or if there's somebody else is potentially at harm.
Easy.
All right. Also, if I've been subpoenaed by the courts, all right, or if there's another party or service has asked for your records and you've given the okay to be able to provide that, I will do so.
Yep.
Now, our sessions run for six weeks, all right, and we will review your counselling and we can extend if need be.
Okay.
We'll normally meet on a weekly basis.
Yep.
All right. And our sessions will go for 1 hour each time, okay? Now, payments is $120 for the session. We do ask for payment at the time, either cash, cheque or credit card. There is a late payment fee if it's less than 24 hours of making or rescheduling an appointment and so forth.
Yep.
Now, are you okay if I write down some notes during our sessions? It just helps me keep track of our sessions and your progress. Fantastic, thank you. Now, all our record keeping is stored in a secure lockable cabinet, okay? You do have access to your records if you request them.
Yep.
And we do keep all your records for 7 years from the date of your last counselling session. And if we can just keep any telephone or emails really just to your appointments only would be much appreciated. And when it comes to ending our sessions, it will be through mutual agreement, all right? But if there is a reason that you'd like to terminate your sessions early, if you could come and talk to me about them first.
Too easy.
All right. Does that all sound good to you?
Yep.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's easy.
All right. Michelle, do you have any questions just in regards to the contract?
No, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, okay. Can you tell me what has brought you to counselling today?
It's a few different things. I'm just dealing with sort of a lot of like time management and like issues that's causing like a lot of stress.
Yes.
I work as an accountant and I'm studying my CPA at the moment.
Yes.
I also have, a family to look after as well. I'm 45, work full time. My partner Jake works full time as well, and then I have 2 children. So trying to work full time, study, do all the kids and all that sort of stuff. It's very full on, and I was really enjoying wanting to do my CPA.
Yeah.
It's nearly finished, but just really struggling with sort of the motivation to get it done because it's sort of the time thing it's taking away from my ability to, the natural sort of motherly things like running kids around to and from school, after school activities, all that sort of stuff. And so then I'm having to look at, organising other parents and that sort of thing to help with that, and it just causes a lot of stress.
Yeah, okay.
Jake's not around. He's a full-time architect as well, so he's not able to help a whole lot too. So I'm just not sure what to do. I'm really at my wit's end with the studying so that I can help more with the family, but I'm so close to finishing it as well.
Yeah.
ideally I do want to finish it, but I'm just really struggling with the motivation due to all the time and stuff as well.
Wow, you've got a lot on.
Yeah.
No wonder that you're tired and you're a bit stressed out.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am sort of hearing that stress, time management, and do I finish my CPA course is quite important for you.
Yeah, like I want to finish it. It'll give me better career aspects.
Yep.
So that'll help, lighten the load, like financially and that sort of thing as well. Obviously, once I finish it, then you get that time back. That time back each week. You're not studying.
Yeah.
It's just full-time work. But at the moment, there's not long left, but it's just so draining.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely it is. It sometimes can be a little bit hard when you've got to wear many hats, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you've got to do that whole juggling. It can
be
really quite hard. All right. Wow. What are some ways do you think you could free up some of your time to be able to give you that time to finish your CPA? Because when I was listening to you talk, you can just hear in your voice that determination, and you've got so far.
Yeah.
It would be a real shame.
Yeah, ultimately I don't want to. It's just the motivation. It's just really wearing thin.
Yeah.
I don't know. I considered a couple things either do I look at cutting back a few hours a week from work, but that might be accepted initially at face value, but that's less money each week as well, which sort of tightens the strings a bit more as well.
Yeah.
Maybe that behind closed doors is frowned upon a little bit and then potentially ruins career aspects moving forward. Considered looking at, do we look at a nanny or a cleaner sort of thing, just to help with a little bit of that. But then, from a financial aspect, there's probably no different to cutting a few hours a week. But at least it means that I'm not cutting the potential sort of job aspirations moving forward. But then at the same time, it's, replacing myself with a nanny for the kids instead of me being there.
Would any changes that you make could they be just potentially just the short term?
Yeah,
because you've only really got a few weeks.
Ideally they are, and I guess it isn't long. The kids are also teenagers as well, so I guess I'm not needed as much in comparison to when I was younger. I think that's more of just the motherly instinct sort of thing more than anything.
Yeah.
So if I were to lean towards either of the two, I'm not set on a decision, but probably going towards something like that, a nanny or a cleaner. I've spoken, or, potentially if Jake could help out a little bit more as well, but, he's also working full time. If I ask him to take time away, that's no different from me taking time away from work as well.
Yeah, true.
So maybe looking at the route of a, cleaner, nanny, just to help out with a few things during the week to reduce the stress.
Would that wouldn't put extra stress from a financial perspective, even if it was just from a short-term perspective for you guys?
Short term, I think it'll be fine, with the conjoined two of us. And again, that's no different than really one of us cutting hours.
Yeah.
Either we cut hours and reduce what's coming in, or we just spend the same amount instead.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So the pros really are just potentially bringing in some help.
Yeah.
And the cons are it's just
it might just be a bit tight for a while.
Yeah.
But if it means that in the long run it's a bit better, I think that maybe that might be the better option.
Yeah. Yep. And sometimes it's just a matter of just trying a few things all at the same time, isn't it? And finding what also works. All right. So, Michelle, we're coming to the end of our session for today. So the issues that we've talked about really is about your stress that you're feeling at the moment, your time management, and do you finish your CPA course, which you have just pretty much decided that yes, you would like to do it.
I think, yeah.
We've also discussed just about your commitments in which you have to feel from a day-to-day, weekly sort of basis. And just we've done a little bit of brainstorming about ways of being able to free up the time, which then reduces some stress. So if we have a look for over the next week and come up with a plan, that then allows you to start moving forward. What do you think that plan could look like for you?
I think probably have a discussion with Jake in regards to sort of my own issues.
Yep.
Just so that it's a bit more at the forefront, and then discuss the potential solution, and maybe we just bring someone in to help for a little bit, so that we can at least review what would be possible in regards to spending. Because whilst it might seem possible, I'm not too sure.
You know what I was just wondering, and this is just simply just food for thought for you, is your annual leave, whether that was something that you're able to sort of just tap into just as another way of freeing you up. But that's something you can always still talk to Jake about. It was just a sort of a thought that just ran through my mind.
Yeah, but there's still a few months to go. It's can't really be taking off that much time.
Yeah, that's fair enough too.
And same sort of thing. I don't want to take it off for the study and potentially have a detrimental impact on future career aspects.
Yeah.
Whilst it shouldn't.
You just want to keep your doors open.
Yeah.
As well, and you don't want to eliminate any potential prospects really that could potentially come in for you. All right. So the plan for the week until we meet again next week is discussing how you're feeling with Jake.
Yep.
And coming up with potentially some paid support for you.
Yep.
All right. And coming from a short-term perspective.
Yeah.
And then, look, you can see what happens later on, further down the track. How does that sound for you?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think that's what is probably best to start with. And then if it's not really feasible, we can look at other options in regards to either stepping back a few hours a week or whatnot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that sounds wonderful. Oh, and I did, and I do apologise, Michelle, when we were doing the contract, I did forget to say at our third session, I will ask you to fill out a client satisfaction
that's a
feedback form, all right, just about your progress and
Yep.
how you think you're going. All right, terrific. Thank you so much for coming in today.
No, thank you.
Work towards your plan for the week, and I'll see you next week.
Too easy. That sounds good. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. My pleasure. Thank you. See you.
Bye.
Okay, my reflection. If you'd like, you're welcome just to go for the moment, if you like, Jake.
Yeah.
Is the counselling notes for Michelle, which is her first session. Her goals was stress, time management, and does she finish her CPA course. The topics that we discussed were her commitments that she has to fulfill, her desire to want to finish her course, and also ways to be able to free up her time and also reduce her stress would be great. So the interventions or strategies that we spoke about was talking to her husband, Jake, about one, how she's feeling, and about coming up with some solutions, with also being quite open to getting in some help, even if it's paid from a short-term perspective. And our next session will be next week, where we'll discuss the conversation or the decision that she's being able to make with Jake to be able to reduce the stress and get some more time to be able to do her studies. Now, as far as the counselling template for Michelle, the involvement of other agencies or referral information is non-applicable. If she isn't involved in any and there was no referral, any special needs information, non-applicable. Safety reporting issues is non-applicable. The client's own identified priorities were stress and time management. The observed client requirements is finishing her CPA, and coming up with a plan about moving forward from a short-term perspective. And her goals was her time management and her stress. Her monitoring, I'll ask her to do a feedback form in session 3, but just keep checking in each week. And then as the week's sort of going on, is start incorporating a few things, but we'll just keep monitoring from a weekly basis. But the first thing was really sort of come up with some sort of a plan. Now, what went well? I think it actually, I think it went quite well. What didn't go well was that I failed at the very beginning of the course when I was doing the counselling contract, was to let her know about the feedback form in session 3 for her to fill out. And what should I have done differently? Probably a whole lot of everything, really. And what areas do I need to develop? I'm going to say everything, because it's so new, and a lot of, and how will I develop them? I think with time and with some time and practice and the confidence, and to find my own words and my own rhythm and my way of sort of saying things and sort of doing things that come really quite natural. And then I think everything would obviously then start to flow in a session. And if I may just have a really quick look to make sure that I did have everything. Okay, that's everything. Thanks for your time.